Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Inggid Aulia Aisyah with my student number A1B223044. So today I would like to summarize the topic of semantic to situations. For the first, classifying situations. Situation in language can be classified based on time, duration, and structure. There are two broad types. One is unchanging condition. For example, she knows the answers. And number two, dynamic actions. For example, she ran to the store. Second, verbs and situation types. Verbs play a central role in categorizing situations. Different verbs describe different types of actions. For number one, action or state. For example, know, love. Number two, activities. For example, run, walk. Number three, accomplishment. For example, boil, write a book. Number four, achievement. For example, win, arrive. And number five, semalfactives. For example, knock, blink. Third, a system of situation types. Situation types are classified based on duration, telicity, whether an action has an endpoint, and dynamicity, or whether an action changes over time. For example, she was running. She was running is activity and no clear endpoint. Or she wrote a letter. She wrote a letter, has accomplishment, and has an endpoint. Fourth, tense and aspect. Tense refers to when an action happened, like past, present, future. Aspect describes how an action unfolds over time, like perfective aspect, like completed action. For example, she finished her homework. Number two, imperfective aspect, or ongoing or habitual action. For example, she was reading. Number fifth, comparing aspect across languages. Different languages express aspect in different ways. Some languages, like Russian, have separate verb forms for perfective and imperfective actions. Other languages, like English, use auxiliary verbs like, for example, was eating and ate. 6. Combining situation type and aspect. The meaning of verb phrase depends on both the situation type and aspect use and the aspect use. For example, she read the book. She read the book in here, accomplishment and perfective. Or she was reading the book. For example, she was reading the book, and this sentence is activity and imperfective. Number 7, modality and evidentiality. Have three parts, like 1. Modality. Modality expresses possibility, necessity, and obligation. For example, must, can, should. Can be epistemic, certainly. For example, she must be home. Or deontic, obligation. For example, you must do your homework. Number 2, mood. Grammatical category expressing speaker attitudes. For example, indicative, imperative, subjunctive. For example, indicative, she is here. She is here, it means statement. Imperative, for example, be here on time. Be here on time in here means command. And subjunctive, for the example, if she were here, she would have. It means hypothetical. Number 3, evidentiality indicates how a speaker knows something. For example, direct experience, hearsay. For example, direct, I saw him leave. Reported, they say he left. And for the summary and for the conclusion, language expresses different types of situations through verbs and grammatical structures. Tense and aspect define when and how an action happens. Modality and evidentiality show certainty, obligation, and source of information. I think that's all from me, and I apologize if I had many mistakes in my pronunciation. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.